Alright, YouTube, we are, myself and Fernando, we're on a possible encounter site location. It's, what, 2 days before New Year's? Or no, 1 day.
1 day.
So, this is a place that is on the north end of the Bogachita National Wildlife Refuge and on the south end of Old River Wildlife Management Area from the Mississippi side. It's nasty, the water's high. We don't even know if we're gonna be able to get to where we're going. But we thought we'd just make a little video. I'm testing out some of the cameras and stuff that I got. So just hang with us and we'll see what we can get into. Thanks. So we're about 6 minutes out from this place. How much truth to this, I have no idea, but apparently have been several sightings in the general area of where we're going. So I got on the maps, 'cause I'm a mapper, and I started looking for an area that wasn't privately owned that I could try to access and fool around with. Well, believe it or not, there is a cemetery, or at least the map says that there's a cemetery in the National Wildlife Refuge, which I find odd. But I can also agree to that because, you know, the cemetery being from the 1800s was there before they established, I know, the Bogachita Wildlife Refuge. Homesteads. So I guess somebody cares enough about the cemetery in this modern day to keep it still there. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking, and really there's a small logging road to get to the cemetery. It's about 364 yards from the main highway to the cemetery. That's what we're trying to get to. I don't know if it's a logging road you could drive down straight to the cemetery or if it's gated or what, but that's what we're trying to find here today on this lovely, misting, foggy, nasty, and mind you, the flood stages and the Pearl, the West Pearl, they're extremely high. I don't even know. We didn't even check that.
I didn't check the numbers, but
it's got to be up.
You need a boat.
Yeah, so we're not even sure if we'll be able to get to where we're at. But I wasn't even going to do this to put on the channel, but I'm testing out some equipment here today, so this may or may not make it on the channel. So hang with us, and we'll be back. All right, guys, we did find the area. As you can tell, it's a road leads to the McGehee Cemetery. Again, we're in I guess you could say, I mean, it's South Mississippi. You know, we're not far from Picayune. And so anyway, we are going to go check this area out. This is a place. I chose this place because there was a cemetery. What does that mean? I really don't know. But we needed to get out. I'm testing some equipment. There is an encounter in this area. So why not get out with the boots on the ground and let's see what's up. We definitely, with the terrible creek encounter site, which is Kerry Arnold's encounter site in Collins, Mississippi, we're definitely going to explore that. But it's a 3-hour drive one way. So, it's not easy to just pick up and, that 6 hours driving total, what can you get done in an hour? And then you're rushing back, it's dark. So, I'm really needing to find some spots to scout and look for where I can come and get to with minimal time and spend some quality time scouting out the area. So this is one of them. So let's get into it. I did the measurements from the parking area to the cemetery is really unique. It's 367 yards, so it's a good little walk, but somebody must maintain it still till this day. So let's go check this out. Little drainage, huh? Yeah. It's pretty woods though. It's low in the bottoms, this hardwood, and then this pine up on top. Yeah. If you had to, we could get in that creek and actually walk. You could walk it.
Oh, it's easy to walk.
Yeah. Alright, we'll be back. So, what we're noticing here, this is some thick bush. This is saw timber pine, but this is what happens when there's no prescribed burning to control the underbrush. But what's great about it for deer is it's great browse. All this stuff right here is what's called greenbrier, and they'll browse on that all day. And look at this game trail. I mean, that's a very easily distinguishable game trail, and then it looks like it goes right here. So, these deer are weaving in and out of here like crazy. And look how thick this stuff is. It's thick. It's thick stuff. So we found driving back here. We found the cemetery. Here it is. I mean, it's kept up well. Yeah, it looks like.
People are driving back here.
Did you notice if they could get around that fence where... Yeah?
Yeah.
In a vehicle?
ATV.
Yeah. But this is truck time.
This is a truck.
No, it's not locked.
Oh, homestead.
McGee Wise Cemetery. I got a nice headstone for it and all. The majority of ones I see in the woods are terrible. Yeah. There's no fence up. All the stones have been knocked over and vandalized. Yeah, they must. $1904.
Yeah,
Flynn.
Two families.
Those are the Flynns. Ella J. and James Shorty Flynn. Alright, we're going to parallel this a little bit. It looks like they got trails back in there, Fernando.
And one over there.
Where?
Oh, shit.
Watch the holes. Hey, now that's a pine, son.
Yeah, That's a big pine tree.
Yeah, there is a trail. A good trail. You gonna go down this one?
Sure. Let's go take a look.
Alright guys, we're going down the trail. It's really quiet, I would have to say. Now all this stuff is what they call greenbrier. Most of it anyways, cat greenbrier. It's part of the Vitus SP, or what's called wild grape. There's like 6 different variants of it, and that's this stuff. Deer eat this all day. They'll just stay here, right here and browse. Look, once deer. There's a good, nice game trail. What I'm kind of hoping for is, if we keep going west, we're going to get into habitat of hardwoods, swamps, and bottoms. Wow. So someone's made a trail that goes out. It definitely doesn't go west. That's west. Maybe just goes the perimeter around the cemetery. I don't know. I'm gonna break out the. You got your phone?
I got my phone.
Look at Google Maps. Let's see where we are, and then let's see if we can determine by the satellite image where this ridge starts breaking down, like heading west. You know. Because that's not too bad to walk through right there. And I'm not saying we're going to do it for today, but...
Alright, so... Alright, so here's this other road into the wildlife management area. So,
right.
You can see some draw here. This is all pines.
Can't see the reflection.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
See that?
Yeah. See, what we have here is unmanaged pine ridge, and then it slopes down. We found the drainage and goes into straight down into this bottom area, and it keeps going down. Now if you go straight that way west, you'll run into the Pearl River, and what we were hoping was we'd come up on some a little bit more open hardwoods bottom land where we could walk into it and try to get towards the river, but there's no walking in this. I mean, there is, sure, but without a machete and a good GPS, we're not doing it. But we're going to still follow this trail. It could be a good place to keep coming back. Like, this is a great game trail right here. But it's thick, man. It's thick stuff. Actually, this trail might peter out. This is the kind of bush that a creature could be easily just watching. We'd never know. We just wouldn't. We're staying on the trail. We keep walking and stopping and listening for a while. And there are no birds, no chirping, no trees swaying from squirrels jumping. I can hear a peep, you. Really wet. It's wet. I bet you this turns right. It looks like we've entered part of the ring with Gollum's lair. Looks like Gollum's lair. That's where a lot of that water goes, right there. Yeah, it's a natural look. It's coming straight down off that.
Yeah, this is just gonna go around the top.
It's gonna go around.
So this would keep going straight out. First squirrel.
First squirrel. We just got our first squirrel.
Yeah. So like, we came in. We've been walking along the edge of this high.
Yeah, we're real close to that road.
Yeah, if we go straight on, either it's going to curve or we're going to run into it.
Yeah.
This stuff, it just...
Yeah, you can't get...
just,
what we can do is later we can get in the car and come back here and see if that road's got another trail going off there.
It
like
probably
straight.
does, because I see something. Same thing. Look. Here's the high and the low. And they got some walking stuff going on. That's a big fat squirrel.
Yeah, he's raising Cain. Alright, we'll be back, fans. Interesting. I'm sure this is weather damage, but that's a 10-inch, 12-inch diameter pine snapped. But the strange thing is, I don't see where the tree is, where the main part of the tree. I don't see it. See that? I don't see where the
I think he's right here.
It's not there.
Not there.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's a hell of a bust, huh?
Yeah, big bust. And looking at the crowns, it doesn't look like pine beetle or anything. Could have been lightning, or it could have been something else. We don't know. Interesting though that I can't find the tree on the ground.
It's on the ground.
Oh, you see it?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. It must have just fell towards the north there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is. I see it on the ground now. Yep. Yep, that's it right there. Laying.
That's the only way to get to that pearl, is to bust your way through all that stuff down in the muck.
Yeah. Why, it's a hell of a split. You ain't lying.
It's not likely
It's just
lightning. Huh?
It's just strange that lightning would come in between all of these groups. All of these groups of pine trees that are healthy. These are healthy pines.
And there's no burn scar on the tree.
No burn scars. Limbs are good. Crowns are good. Nice and straight.
And when it's going to break like that, it's going to blow up. You know how they burst?
Yeah, pines do.
because it's so brittle anyway. But there's no burn.
I don't know, that's just odd. Like what? That's at chest height, so that's a good 5.
No, that's
5 foot?
That's.
Or is that 6 foot because it goes down?
I think it's taller than us.
It's about 6 foot where it broke off. 6'5". Yeah, interesting. Interesting to say the least. Let's see, that's going back towards that road. See, because we made the turn, we're going back.
Yeah, we're going
east.
We're going like north now.
North is that way. Yeah, if we walk.
No, that way.
I bet you it's that way. That road should be right behind you. What's it gonna be, folks? Who's right? Who's wrong? Dun 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 dun. Who's right?
Yeah, it's kind of like it should be.
It's right there.
It's probably right where.
I'm right. He just doesn't want to admit it.
The bottom.
Yeah, I know. It's looking like we're gonna have to go back to that road, and then go to the end of that road and see if there's a trail that goes out
Let's do it.
west.
Okay.
This is probably gonna go straight back up, meet up with that trail. We're gonna go right again, and then we'll be by the cemetery.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It might go all over the road because we're closer to
Yeah. All right, we'll be back. Interesting stuff. All right, guys. It was cool when we came out here, but it's fairly warm when you get moving, when you get working. So one thing we found out that's really cool about this area, if we come out here and decide to either come out here at night or come investigate a little bit more in depth, because this, you know, each new place that I go to, I'm going to take my time with it. I'm going to get in depth with it. This is just an introduction to this area. I don't know this area. Now, of course, we know it's the National Wildlife Refuge for Boca Chica. We did hear a shot back off this way towards the river. We followed that trail that we were on, and it just does a big loop and comes back around. We found a hunter's deer stand in there. Of course, we didn't want to be in there too long. So we're back at the cemetery, as you can see, and what we're going to do, there's an entrance road right past the cemetery, right past the entrance to the cemetery on the main road. We're going to go check that out and go to the end of it. We're trying to get to the river. I'd like to be able to get to the Pearl, where there's a bunch of somewhat more open bottomland hardwoods. This stuff is massively thick, you know. So hang with us and check out this new squatch area that we are scouting. All right, so we concluded the cemetery run, and in about 2.5 weeks, we're having a Sasquatch Town Hall camp out in Old River Wildlife Management Area, and the road that we're on leads to the campground, and this is what we got. And I don't think this is going to go away in 2 weeks. I'm going to show a picture of the map where we got to go in the edit, but this isn't going down in 2 weeks. There's some serious flooding. Cool area though. We're hearing guys hunting with dogs. Spring peepers are out. Alright, well, we were trying to get to the campground to see where it's going to be, but we're going to relay this info to the powers that be for this event, and we might have to look for an alternative location, because I don't think this is going to be going in 2 weeks. All that down there is flooded too, I think.
Yeah. This fall.
Once again, guys, we are just east of Bogalusa in the Old River Wildlife Management Area. I guess you'd say between Bogalusa and Poplarville, along the Pearl River. Hoo-wee. Dude, it looks like bayous instead of roads. Albert Prince Road is swamped. It's my barred owl. Alright, well, we can't go any further, so that's probably going to end the Sasquatch scout for that new encounter spot by the cemetery. I think we'll come back there, but as far as this upper area of Old River, we just can't get any more back here. It's just, and the camp out in 2 weeks, this doesn't look good. So, alright fans, thanks for being with us. Remember to like and subscribe and share. Thank you so much. Till the next one. Bye.